Welcome back. I'm Michael Harley. You're listening and watching Voices of Praise International Radio. I'm excited today because we have some really great men who are doing some really great things in the community. They are from the organization called Join the Conversation, or JTC. They are Lloyd Russ. Welcome to Voices of Praise. And Mr. E.Wilson. Welcome, welcome. We are dealing with a phenomenon in this country, in the world, that is affecting everyone, and everyone has been affected by this. It is suicide. The rate of suicide has gone up. People are being abused. People are being neglected. No one wants to talk about it. The men don't want to talk about it. But you guys are here. Join the conversation. You started this to actually engage men in doing that. Welcome to Voices of Praise International Radio. Tell us a bit about what this organization is doing.
Okay. Well, the JTC Network basically started some years ago through conversations between two brothers. But where we took it to the next level is that we realized, especially in the community that I'm in Texas, that there have been multiple suicides. After hearing over and over about the suicides and hearing afterwards that whether it was male or female, they were dealing with issues that nobody else knew about. So as we continue to investigate these different cases, we realized that the people were going through a lot of things and really didn't have nobody to talk to. So we then started to engage to see what could we do to kind of counteract these devastating statistics. So we took on the JTC Network in order to bring some hope to the community that people can come and start to unload from the situations that they were going through, which therefore would release them from all of these burdens that they were carrying on their own.
A lot of these men, Eric, don't want to talk about this. They keep it inside. They want to say, I'm fine. Very often, they just lost their job. Their wife just left them. Something's going on in their family life. They say they're fine. Next thing you know, they've done the worst of things. How do you reach those men? What are we doing to reach out to them?
Well, again, this is the avenue where we're able to do so, to reach out to them, to let them know they keep these things inside of them because they don't think anybody will understand what they're going through. So we at JTC is trying to, bring that out to them, that we do understand and we know what you're going through, and just enlighten them and make this, give them an awareness and make it alert, give an alert.
Eric, from what I understand, it's no rules, no regulations. So you say in your literature, a lot of faith or no faith. Mm-hmm. You're just trying to reach these men on any level, wherever they are in the Lord. You want to just correct that behavior, get them to know that someone's there for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether you're saved or you're not saved, we as men have issues. Whether you have the Lord in your life or not, when somebody gets saved, life doesn't stop. And actually, when you get born again, a lot of times it's harder. So when I say faith or no faith, we don't care if the person is saved or if they're not. We are in a community, and all we see is people. The slogan at JTC is no motives, one agenda, people. It's about people. So we really don't care if you're saved. But the bottom line is that after you embrace the presence of the Lord long enough by fellowshipping with us and we're talking back and forth, sooner or later, if you're not saved, you're going to ask the question, what is it about you guys that's different? And then that's when we tell them it's Jesus.
Do you hold the men accountable as well as it's just because sometimes people out there going, well, you got to have these men stand up for themselves. Is there a balance there? Would you say there's a balance there? Eric?
Absolutely. I think so. Yeah, we want to hold them accountable and let them know that in order to bring that balance, you're going to have to help me out on this.
Sure, Lloyd. You push towards the men that have balance in their lives.
Yeah. The main thing is that we have to realize that we're our brother's keeper. We're growing up now where everybody is doing their own thing. Take, for instance, marriage. You have two people who get married. They stand at the altar. You have groomsmen, you have bridesmaids, you have all of that going on. But those people are supposed to be to support the marriage. Well, unconsciously, when the wedding day is over, the married couple goes this way, the wedding party goes that way. The wedding party was supposed to be there to make sure that they stay true to what they said. But it seems like after the food is gone, everybody's going their own separate way.
Sure.
So you're really left on an island by yourself. I kind of say it like New York City, like driving around New York City with no car insurance. You're going to eventually may come into an accident, and with these relationships, nobody is keeping each other accountable. Like him being my best man 11 years ago, and he's still here to keep me accountable. I'm here to keep him accountable. So if I start to stray, see, the deception is I'm married, I know everything, and nobody can tell me nothing because I'm grown. Right. But we have to break that because it's obvious that we're failing, but we still keep getting married.
Wow. And you're here to answer when the bottom falls out. The organization is called JTC, Join the Conversation. Now, we are planning a huge event here for men on December 6th. It's the first Monday in December. And we want to have young men come out, older men come out, whatever age. What can they expect?
There's going to be the team of brothers that's going to come up, and each one is going to share different portions of what they have went through. Some were going to commit suicide. Some were going to do some very devastating things because they thought they had no hope. And when they came across us, we were able to bring hope to the situation. And I believe that a lot of times when men will come to a gathering like the one we're going to have, they may be kind of intimidated because they're saying, like, I don't want to talk my business. And that's not what it's about. It's more or less listening. And when you're around other men who open up and men have that atmosphere, when other guys have the opportunity, they'll really start to share. And the other thing that we want to try to do is give the audience a chance to ask some questions, you know, or to maybe want to share something that they want to go through. So I think what's more important than us sharing is creating the atmosphere. And if somebody else wants to say something, because I guarantee you what is going to be said, somebody else has gone through and had thought that they had came to the end of their road.
Now, I'll tell you this, Brother Wayne Johnson, who is the president, one of the president, and also with the co-founder, Cora Williamson, fully support this gathering on December 6, 2010. As you end the year, as the holiday season gets underway, a lot of people are thinking about suicide because they miss their families. The families aren't coming to visit them or see them. A lot's going on. So the question I have is, where are you guys from? What gives you your balance, your foundation? You're a New York brother, Lloyd. You're from, you weren't always in Texas, right?
Bronx.
So tell us, the Bronx, the
Boogie down, Boogie down.
So tell us a
Boogie
bit
down.
about your backgrounds.
Well, I was actually born in Brooklyn, Kings County Hospital, and I grew up shortly in 101, 103 Sutter Avenue in the projects.
Don't say shortly, because you're very tall.
But then we moved to the Bronx, and we were in the Bronx until almost 1990, and then I wound up moving to Pennsylvania, and that's when I got saved, and was married before, divorced, and realized that being from the Bronx didn't mean nothing, and being a Wilson didn't mean nothing because the marriage still failed. And that's when I realized, after I got saved, that I didn't know what I thought I knew. And so now coming around the corner again, this is what kind of birthed this organization, because now I am married. I have figured out a few things after 11 years of marriage with my wife now, and it has been a beautiful thing. So to come back to Brooklyn to do some work is just phenomenal for me.
And what church are you attending out there?
I attend the Potter's House. My pastor is Bishop T.D. Jakes, and
a small little church.
Small little church. And the word that we get from him is just phenomenal. And I like for him to know that the word that he gives us every Sunday, that somebody's doing something with it.
Wow. Yeah. Lloyd, what's your background?
Yeah, I was born also in Brooklyn, New York, Lutheran Hospital. Went to Wingate High. I had noticed something on the flyer. Graduated. Went to did some semesters at Kingsborough, and then went to Queensborough. Didn't finish.
Sure.
But my beginnings. My mother raised us. I didn't have a father, and I had to be the man of the family.
Sure.
So it was pretty humble for me. But I got saved at a very early age. And I have to say that, the Lord took care of me through this. He put fathers and friends in front of me to keep me on path and grow. And that was His way of taking care of me and keeping me trusting in Him.
And you worship at a large facility as well.
Yes, and I worship at CCC, but I remember it when it used to be called Household of Faith.
Wow, so you're going back some time. And CCC is actually Christian Cultural Center.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, I'm looking forward to this event again. The event is going to be on December 6th in the evening. If you need more information, log on to www.voptv.net and listen for more programming and more information about this event. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
Come out to join the conversation. You're listening and watching Voices of Praise International Radio. See you next time.